Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Currently 30 degrees here in the home office here in Clinton, Missouri. Again, want to wish everybody out there a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. We got a day to look forward to with ham and turkey and all the extras, and I cannot wait to indulge. So we have I'll try to make this quick, get an update out there to you guys quickly. Not for today, beautiful today, high in the mid 50s, sunshine. What I am been talking about over the last couple of weeks, what I am a little bit concerned of is for your ride home if you are traveling on Saturday night into Sunday. So the models have all been rather consistent over the last 3 days, bringing some snowfall to parts of west central Missouri and the state of Missouri and some surrounding states in case you are going to be traveling. So I want to give you what the latest data is showing. We're also going to hear from Gary Lezak and his update on the LRC for this week. Today is marking day number 48 of the LRC cycle, and so yeah, we've got a lot of information to go through, and I'll try to do it in a quick fashion. So what you're looking at right now here on the screen, this is the latest model data from the GFS model. That is the global model. The short-term models will have a real good grasp on accumulation totals tomorrow around noon for Saturday into Sunday. But the GFS has been handling these systems relatively well, so I'm pretty confident in what the GFS is spitting out, looking at all the data as well as far as the upper level atmospheric winds, where that low is going to set up, and who can expect to see some snowfall on Saturday. So this is current. This morning we had the low pressure system down here in Colorado that is going to be bringing in a kind of a dry cold front. We're going to notice temperature going to struggle tomorrow. It will be dry, but that ushering in of the colder air is kind of helping the confidence that we are going to be looking at a little bit of snowfall on Saturday night. So I am going to move this along, and we will see this system up here right now, and I'll show you radar Omega here in just a second. This area out to the west, Utah, Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska, Colorado, just absolutely covered in winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories. This is going to be our weather maker for Saturday night. And as we move into Saturday mid-afternoon, notice some moderate snow here in western Kansas, central Kansas, and you see the green, that is rain. The pink is freezing rain and sleet, kind of a mixed bag. And then the blues and the dark blues are moderate snow. And it's going to be following this 540 line. That is the freeze line. 540, 32 degrees. And as we move into Saturday night around about 9 p.m., 10 p.m., we notice that snow line makes it into parts of west central Missouri. And we'll have about 6 to 7 hours of snow, the potential of snow. It's going to be light in nature. It's going to be wet snow. So initially it's going to begin to melt as it hits the surfaces. So We are going to, we're not going to see any accumulation right off the get-go. But then on grassy surfaces, and say cars, we will start to pick up a little bit of accumulation as the night goes on Saturday night. So as we put this into motion, now we're about 6 to 8 o'clock Sunday morning. Most of the snow is going to be tapering off to just a flurry, and then that system will move on to the east, creating all kinds of problems for those up in the northeast in the New England states. We will be followed by colder air yet behind it. If you notice, that 540 line now is all the way up into northern Texas, and then we will stay in that cold air until about midweek next week, and then we will start a gradual warm up before our next system comes in late next weekend into early next week, bringing with it some rain showers, and then next weekend we could be talking some more snowfall chances for west central Missouri. So I'm going to bring this up. So again, as I mentioned, if you all out here, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, southern South Dakota, Nebraska, all of these are winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories, and this is part of our system that will be affecting us tomorrow night. Now, the models, I still believe, are overdoing snowfall amounts. I'm not really all that concerned about snowfall amounts right now. What I am concerned about is any travel issues, in which we could have some overnight Saturday and especially Sunday morning, as that colder air filters in behind whatever that falls. The temperature of the roads are going to be going down, so those surfaces could become slick, especially over overpasses and bridges, come early Sunday morning. Now we should warm up to above freezing on Sunday, so it's going to be a short window where we may see some travel issues. So if you're traveling really anywhere around I-70 and north, you may want to wait to start your trek back on Sunday until, say, sometime after 11 a.m., right around the noon time, and start your way back. And then that way, if you have 2, 3, or 4 hour drive time, temperatures will still be above freezing. You will not have to worry about any kind of refreezing Sunday night or the road conditions during the afternoon on Sundays. So right now, what I feel like is going to be the focal point is going to be from about this line north, I say right around an inch, maybe an inch and a half of snow. Down through this area, I expect we could see some rain mixed with some snow. I am really not expecting any kind of accumulation down around the Springfield Joplin area. I'm going to put a big fat 0 right here. Now, there could be a corridor between Nevada, say Osceola, Hickory County, and points over that we'll have to watch Saturday evening for the potential of some freezing rain or some sleet in this area right here. That's going to be kind of the transition zone. So anybody who might be living in Vernon, say southern St. Clair County, Hickory County, this area is where if you're going to be traveling Saturday, late afternoon, evening, overnight Saturday, and Sunday morning, pay attention to what the weather is doing, there could be a light glaze of ice on some surfaces. So definitely want to keep an eye on the thermometer outside. Right now it's looking like around 34 degrees in this area. So if that's the case, we probably won't have too much to worry about. If it gets to be 32 degrees in this area, say at, say midnight, there is a shallow area of warmer air aloft that could provide the chance to see some sleet or some freezing rain in this area. And again, north of that, Cass, Bates, Henry, Pettis, Benton, Johnson County, Jackson County, you're the areas that we could be looking at 1+ inches of snow. Right now, the bullseye, according to the latest data, is about right where my X is at, about right here. And this could pick up a couple inches of snow, say 2 to say 3 inches of snow. It's going to be a slightly cooler up here, so the precipitation amount is going to be about the same, but it's going to be a couple degrees cooler up here north of the river, and because of that, the precipitation will fall longer as snow in this area, from about Kansas City, Jackson County, Wyandotte County, Johnson County, Kansas, and points just to the north up to around St. Joe. So that is what I'm seeing with the data that is coming out right now. Model data has crazy amounts for West Central Missouri. I really don't even want to show that because I do not feel like that we have a possibility of that. If that should happen to change, if we become colder, if the chance of seeing more significant snow, I will definitely be updating. But this is where we stand right now, and of course I'll be updating again tomorrow, a couple times through the day, to keep you guys with the latest data and the latest information that I have to give. So that's the scoop right now, guys. And again, it's going to be starting Saturday night, probably sometime around the 8, 9, 10 p.m. time frame. We could start off as some rain and then switch over to some snow. And likely we will not see any kind of accumulation on the grass or the vehicles until probably sometime after midnight. And of course I'll be up. I will be up and tracking the snow bands. And again, if it seems that we may be getting a little bit more than what I feel like we are going to be getting, then I will make sure to update. But please be aware. I have seen some social media posts. I watched one video forecast from a local meteorologist, and is showing crazy amounts for West Central Missouri. Don't give in to the hype yet. Just make sure that we have a potential to see some snowfall, some wintry mix in West Central Missouri, and just plan accordingly. It's not going to be catastrophic, but it could hamper some travel issues Saturday night into Sunday morning. So I'm going to bring over Gary Lezak now with his video for the update this week on the LRC. He actually put this out yesterday afternoon. He will be talking about some snowfall in Kansas City coming up on Saturday, and where we're at on the LRC. So I am going to bring that over right now. And again, you notice I've got a new border out here on the right-hand side, right up here. You'll notice I have my Instagram logo. I've got my Twitter logo. And then, of course, whenever you watch my videos, if you would, hit the like button, share it, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified whenever I go live, so that you will not miss any of my broadcasts, especially as we head into severe storm season in the spring. So I will go ahead and begin this video with Gary Lezak, Weather 2020, and the LRC.
Happy Thanksgiving weekend. I'm meteorologist Gary Lezak with Weather 2020. What is that? Is that snow in Kansas City? Snow may fall this weekend in Kansas City. Could that snowflake contest end? We'll see. Out in Colorado where I live now, snow is likely Thanksgiving night into Friday, maybe a few inches. Let's go over the details. So, very interesting pattern. Hey, some breaking news here. A brand new Weather 2020 website is coming out next week. We're very excited about it. I think you're going to love it. I would love to have your feedback. So go to weather2020.com next week when it debuts. There's going to be a special interactive map feature on there that only is unique to us, where you can get a 3-month forecast far in advance for your location. So wait till you see that. Plus, we're being featured on the world's greatest TV show on Bloomberg. So a lot going on. All right, let me take you through this PowerPoint and show you what's happening with this weather pattern. This will be a quick one today. And you can see that the weather pattern is cycling regularly. We have cracked the code of long-range weather prediction. We are transformative in weather prediction here with Weather 2020. We have found that order in chaos, and snow is in the forecast for Thanksgiving. Look at this. This is the outlook for the next few days ending on Monday, November 27th. This shows a band of 1 to 3 inches of snow from just east of Kansas City back towards Wichita, Kansas. This American model, this is the GFS model, others are similar, has the bullseye of heaviest snow in southwest Kansas, northwest Oklahoma, and a little band in the front range of Colorado where I'm near in Golden Lakewood area, and also northwest Kansas. So if you're planning travel across Kansas this holiday weekend, keep in mind there could be some significant problems. And in the mountain areas, good news for the ski areas, snow in Wyoming, Colorado, Taos, northward to Copper Mountain and back to Breckenridge and Aspen, and in the Wasatch Range of Utah and Park City. Good news for some snow there, but California continues to get missed. Will California continue to get missed? That is the big question. We'll be answering that soon because the pattern is cycling according to the LRC. It's a big jigsaw, and we are the centerpiece of that jigsaw puzzle. There's an influence called El Nino. We'll talk about that in just a second. The pattern is cycling. We're moving into the second cycle of this year's pattern, we believe. And once we identify that from January through September, for you farmers out there and your weather enthusiasts, severe weather enthusiasts, hurricane hunters, we have data we'll be providing for you. And if you're a Fortune 500 company, we have data you can put into your analytics system and impact your business by billions of dollars. So very exciting news here. El Nino is the warming of the tropical Pacific Ocean, and the waters continue to warm. It almost hit 2 degrees C out here in the 3.4 zone, and the warmer waters out here will influence the weather patterns over the world. And the jet stream that is strengthening right now, as we described with the LRC, this is the big centerpiece of the atmosphere, but there will be influence from El Nino, and we're starting to see some of those now. El Nino is when you have 5 consecutive 3-month averages at 0.5 or higher, and it is official now. We are in El Nino, and it's forecast to stay there through the winter. Interesting, this is October 6th to November 23rd. The first 47 days of this year's pattern shows a dry area from California across Kansas and over to the East Coast. It finally rained around southern Georgia and northern Florida, parts of Texas, and this one wet area up north. Now, this is the first cycle of the pattern. Last year, here's the first cycle of last year's pattern. It was dry in the plains, and California was mostly dry, but there were some signs it was going to rain in California. But look at the second cycle of last year's pattern. This is last year. See how wet it got from California? And by the way, the forecast for California last winter, because of La Nina, was for it to be dry. It was the exact opposite of the forecast that came out. Not ours. We, using the LRC, predicted this wet weather pattern in this zone. So the LRC is going to be the big decision maker for us here soon. But this is last year, and you can see the rest of last year from January through June and specifically from March 5th through June, as we planted and started the growing season, you can see that early prediction did predict that pretty well. So more on this coming up. This was the forecast from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Climate Prediction Center for the season for December, January, February. We'll see if this materializes. This is their forecast. As you can see, the LRC winter forecast will be coming out December 5th, 2023. December 5th, coming up here in a couple weeks. Join now for less than $1 a day, $300 a year. Not only will you get that winter forecast in detail, you'll get updates every single week, and we'll be zooming in to various counties and giving you those forecasts. Just like these, this is the outlook for 2023-2024 season for North Dakota, showing above average precipitation. Now this is going to be updated in about 2 weeks, so this will likely change a couple more times before we settle into the pattern. But this is good news for North Dakota for just enough adequate rainfall, and it shows an Arctic outbreak in North Dakota around Christmas week. But this might slide by a few days because we're still identifying how long the first cycle is. But an Arctic outbreak, this is below zero temperatures in North Dakota. And you can see when these spikes happen, these are storm systems. There's a storm system in mid-December. There's a storm system at the end of the year. There's a storm system in mid-January, and then one as we go towards the end of February. All right, LRC benefits. Accurate predictions bring value, enhanced reliability, improved decision-making, monetization opportunities. So very exciting. So once again, our website, brand new website. Next week, when we do an update, I'll go over that with you probably by Tuesday of next week. And we're being featured on the world's greatest TV show as the world's greatest weather innovation. That's what we bring you here, and we're looking forward to this exciting year ahead as this pattern starts coming into focus. I'm meteorologist Gary Lezak. I hope you have a happy, safe Thanksgiving holiday weekend. We'll check in with you next week when that website launches.
All right, guys. So that was Gary Lezak. That was Gary Lezak with his update this week on the LRC. So next week, as he has said, the new Weather 2020 website will be up. I will be logging into that next week, and I will be sharing with you on a video exactly what that website can do for us here in Subby's Weather Talk. It's very exciting. It's innovative. As he said, we're going to be able to utilize that website and look out for specific forecasts up to 3 months out ahead of time with the interactive forecast. It's very exciting. So I will be going after his video. I will also be going with a video showing you what we can do with that website, because this is all for you guys. You guys are the ones that make all this possible with our spring fundraiser drive. That's where all of the software, the memberships, everything is paid for from you guys here in Subby's Weather Talk. So that will be coming up this spring. We will be having another one, and I've got some great ideas for our next fundraiser drive, as well as some great prizes that's already been donated to Subby's Weather Talk for that in the spring. So lots of things to be thankful for. And I am thankful for you, members here at Subby's Weather Talk, and all the support you guys have given me here over the last few years. You guys keep my passion of weather alive, and I am very, very thankful for you all. And I do my best to keep you guys informed and educated, to try to keep my overall goal here at Subby's Weather Talk is to keep anxiety of storms, the panic of storms, keep that down, take the media out, take the hype out, let you know what is going to be happening for our area here in West Central Missouri. So have a great rest of the day, guys. Enjoy the turkey, enjoy the ham, and I will be updating probably not by video tonight, but I will be updating what the latest model data has this evening, and then again tomorrow at the short-term models be able to sample the data. We will go into a little bit more detail on snowfall accumulations and where we might see some of that mixed precip and update the totals if we need to. So happy Thanksgiving, guys.